Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Sports Update Show. It is already Tuesday morning. Week starting to go quickly again. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Getting to a few things this morning. Not a great lot of sports happened yesterday, but don't worry. We've got some stuff to fill some time. Don't worry. Just want to make sure I don't have my sound on anyway. There you go. So we'll talk a little bit of football, NBA, WNBA, tennis. College football will come on the show as well. Don't worry. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. We're well on our way to 84,000. So let's see how quickly we can get there. But we're going to start in the Premier League because there's only one place to start. And what a game it was last night. I was lucky enough to do that one live. Newcastle against Liverpool. What a football game. I mean, we had everything. Good morning, Rose God. We had everything. We had 5 goals, red cards, just unbelievable. I mean, what a game of football. What a pleasure to watch a good game of football again. But Liverpool did win 3-2. Look, kind of how this game went. Newcastle totally dominant first 45 minutes. Liverpool scores a lucky goal to take the lead. The Newcastle start to lose their head. Anthony Gordon, I'll get into him later. He just went bloody crazy. Liverpool got up 2-0 just after halftime. Everybody thinks it's over. Liverpool up 2-0. Newcastle down to 10 men. And all of a sudden, Newcastle starts playing football. 2-1, 2-2. And then in I think in the 100th minute of the game, the young guy that came off the bench with Rio on his back, he scores the 3-2 for Liverpool, and Liverpool grab all 3 points. I mean, if you're a Newcastle fan, you must be very disappointed. Liverpool, I think, got a defensive problem. I think Liverpool's got a defensive problem. But let's have a quick look at the jackass of the day, and it's definitely Anthony Gordon. I mean, the tackle. I mean, that people actually think it wasn't a red card. I mean, that was basically assault. You try to break the bloody legs of Virgil van Dijk. I mean, and then you act. It's not like a red card. It was a red card. The second you fouled him, it was a red card, man. Anthony Gordon, not the most intelligent boy on the planet. You basically cost your team 3 points because had Newcastle been full strength, I think they would have won the game. Have a look at the table. So we got Arsenal, Tottenham, and Liverpool, the only 3 teams after 2 rounds that are on maximum points, followed by Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, Man City, Sunderland, Everton, Bournemouth, and Brentford. If you're looking for the rest of the teams, I don't do the bottom half of tables. I don't do mediocrities. If you're not in the top 10, you will not be mentioned on the channel. We move to the before we move to the WNBA, there was some other football last night. In Spain, Athletic Club Bilbao beat Rayo Vallecano 1-0. Let me just quickly, maybe I can tell you who scored the goal there. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? There you go. Yes, the goal was scored by Sanket. It was a penalty for Atletico Bilbao. Sevilla lost to Getafe 1-2. Lizo from Getafe had both goals. Actually, Getafe scored all 3 goals because Iglesias had an own goal for Sevilla. Then in Italy, Udinese and Hellas Verona drew 1-1. And Internazionale di Milano thrashed Torino 5-0. Bastoni got a goal. Thuram had 2. Latura Martinez scored. Boni scored. I mean, Inter looking impressive starting the season. In Spain, Estrela and Elverca drew 2-2. That's in Portugal, sorry. In the Turkish league, Eyüpspor beat Alanyaspor 2-1. That's kind of what I'm going to give you on the football this morning. But just that you're up to date. Then we move, like we said, we move to the WNBA. And here we go. Not the table would be good to first. Only 2 games. The Sun lost to the Liberty 79-81. The Aces beat the Sky. That's the Las Vegas Aces against the Chicago Sky 79-74. Table in the WNBA, there are now 2 teams qualified already, and that is Las Vegas Aces and the Minnesota Lynx. Atlanta Dreamers probably going to qualify tonight. 3 teams have been eliminated. Top 8 make the playoffs. And there's a 44 regular season games. So the Lynx, got 37 games. So another 7 games to go. And then we'll be in the playoffs for the WNBA. Interesting. A lot of games in Major League Baseball last night. 13 to be precise. And that wild card spot there, it's really hotting up between the Yankees and the Red Sox. But let's start off. Minnesota Twins 4, Blue Jays 10. Good win for the Blue Jays. Phillies got thrashed 13-3 by the Mets. Diamondbacks lost 7-5 to the Brewers. Kansas City Royals got blanked by the White Sox 7-0. The Pirates in a close one, they lost 6-7 to the St. Louis Cardinals. The Angels blanked the Rangers 4-0. The Padres lost to the Mariners 6-9. The Tigers lost to the Athletics 3-8. The Reds got destroyed by the Dodgers 7-0. Good morning there. The Red Sox beat the Orioles in a tight one 4-3. The Braves lost to the Marlins 1-2. The Rays destroyed the Guardians 9-0. And the Yankees got past the Nationals 10-4. So really hotting up that's going to be interesting. And I mean, look, all I want is a playoff series, Yankees against the Boston Red Sox. I mean, is there anything better in baseball than Yankees against Red Sox? That'd just be perfect if they could, meet each other in the playoffs. That would be fantastic, man. Then, of course, big day again in tennis. Lots to get through there. I'm going to put it out there. You guys have a look at what your favorite plays. I mean, let's get to the surprises. Madison Keys already out. The Australian Open winner is out. Venus Williams is out. Rabinkina came through. Kashakina came through. A lot of the Americans falling, by the way. Every American on this is out. Keys out. Parks out. Pareja out. Ahn out. Venus Williams out. Ooh. America, USA, what's happening? Second page, so many to get through. Another American out. KT Volanets. The only one Americans get through is Peyton Stearns. Just have a look if there's any big players out there. Then we'll move on. There's a third page of the woman. So there a few Americans came through. Anna Lee, Eva Jovic. Cool. I mean, look, the tennis really, for me, it only gets exciting. So quarterfinals, until then, not that. On the men's side, Carlos Alcaraz, I think he's through now. Those in the third set. Jack Draper came through. Holger Rune came through. Kachakanov came through. Kasper Ruud is through. Rublev is through. Adam Walton and Francis Taifu. I watched a little bit of that game against Nishikoika. Looking very impressive, Mr. Taifu. More, there you go. Check it out. Jan-Lennard Struff came through, the German. I mean, look, a lot of results. I'm not going to go through all of them. You guys can check them out as you please. Here's the last page. Cam Norrie did come through for the Brits. Lloyd Harris for South Africa is through. So it's going to be interesting. By the weekend, we'll know a lot more. Don't forget this afternoon, it's the DEFCON Rugby Show at 5 o'clock. That one won't be live. It's pre-recorded because me and Vern are both out of house today in the afternoon. But do watch that because Vern's going to give you his Curry Cup Team of the Week, which is always very, very exciting. Then, another little bit of a big one here. Let's start off. Look, on Saturday, never mentioned that. College football season started. Iowa State beat Kansas State 24-21. But this weekend, now it really starts the big games. A lot of them. I mean, I'm just going to run through some of them. I mean, Boise State against South Florida. Syracuse, Tennessee. That's going to be an interesting one. Texas take on Ohio. Big game there. Who else is playing? Nevada against Penn State. Alabama against Florida State. Another interesting game. Then you have South Dakota, Iowa, Montana, Oregon. Illinois against Oklahoma. Long Island University against Florida. Check those out. I'll give you some more. There you go. North Arizona against Arizona State. East Texas A&M against SMU. LSU against Clemson. Oh, that's a big one. That should be an interesting one. New Mexico against Michigan. And then last but not least, let me just, there you go, put that one away. You have Virginia Tech against South Carolina. Oh, terrible there. What happened again on the campus of South Carolina? And Notre Dame against Miami, another big one. So it's going to be very interesting on the weekend. I'll update you on all those on Monday. Don't worry about that. Don't forget, I think the Formula One's back this weekend. It's going to be NASCAR playoff start this weekend. So there's a lot of things to get in. Tomorrow, Champions League qualification. Live on this channel, FC Basel travel to Copenhagen. We're going to have basketball, Montenegro against Germany tomorrow afternoon. Let me just get that piece of paper out there. That's right, that'll be at 3:30 in the afternoon. We'll have our DEFCON rugby show at 5 o'clock. Serbia, Estonia in the evening. So lots to get into, lots of sport. And of course, a massive rugby weekend once again. Even though there's no rugby championship, there are going to be 5 games on Saturday. Women's World Cup coming up. Curry Cup is there. Fiji against Tonga at 5 o'clock in the morning. So you guys, hey, look. 7-0 is a shutout. There you go, Paul Terry. So you guys have a wonderful day. Join me again tomorrow morning for the sports update show. And otherwise, check out our video this afternoon. I'm going to plug it once again. There you go. The DEFCON Rugby Show at 5 comes out. And we will see each other tomorrow again. You guys have a wonderful day. And enjoy and stay safe. See you guys. Ciao, ciao.